I don't know about you, but by the end of summer, I always feel like I am playing catch up. So this year, I'm going to do something a little different. This isn't just my August reset, it is the beginning of the Ahead Challenge. I'm going to be focusing on small habits that are going to help me feel ahead before everything gets busy again. So grab your planner or planners or notebook and let's plan August together. All right, so first let's talk about July a little bit. Let's do a little bit of reflection. July was nothing as I planned. Well, the beginning was. We had some travel plans that we did. My sister got married earlier this year. We flew to Washington State and we celebrated her marriage and had a reception with his side of the family, with his group, right? It was great. It was beautiful. It was fun to be with my family as we now live on the other side of the country and we don't get to see them as often as we used to. So of course it was great to be with them. Second, unfortunately, my husband's aunt passed away tragically and unexpectedly that week we were in Washington State. And so when we came home, we decided to go and fly to the funeral, which was actually in California. We ended up kind of making a trip out of it just so we could spend time with my husband's family and do a few things in California since we were going to be there. It was a whirlwind of a trip since we are from California. Obviously, there were a lot of people to see, a lot of things to do. So it was kind of like boom, 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 boom for like 5 or 6 days. And then we flew home. I don't know about you guys, but the jet lag going from California back to Virginia, it like wrecks me. I don't know. It takes me about a week to get back on track. So I really tried my best to make that time shorter because I can't just like be up late and sleeping in for a week after I get home. I have things I gotta do. So that was something else that I had to prepare for. I don't know. So that kind of threw me off also. I think I needed to take like a day or two after we got home to just kind of rest and not do anything. So as much as I had planned for our first trip to go to Washington State with my shop, with my work, I was ahead. I loved it. I felt so good about going on that trip and just enjoying myself, not worrying about the things I didn't do because I did do them. But going on that second trip to California, I didn't have anything prepared. So coming back, I was already behind. And then when we got back, I had my Christmas in July event sale that I do every year. That's like a big thing that I had to get done. And I was already a week behind for preparing for it. So I really didn't have that much time to prepare for it, but I made it work. It was a great event. Thank you to all those that ordered or liked an Instagram post about it or whatever. Like, I'm very grateful. So now, after all that is done, I'm ready to plan my August to be a little bit more predictable, a little bit more breathable room. I'm just ready to get out of that catch-up loop. I'm saying catch up, not ketchup. That's what it sounds like every time I say it. And I think a lot of us feel like this, right? Like there's always stuff to do. We're always feeling like we're just trying to catch up and not be constantly going and moving and behind. And I was thinking that right before school starts, right before soccer starts, right before life and all the hecticness and all the places you have to be, that I want to prepare for that time now. So I'm setting up habits and routines that I want to work on for the next, well, now it's 4 weeks because a week has already passed since I started this challenge. We are going to get it under control so we can feel good about when school starts and not feel like we're still trying to catch our breath. So my plan for August, my intentions, my goal, if you will, is to make life feel easier before school starts and enjoy the last bits of summer. Create some breathing room. And how I'm going to do that is by some habits I'm setting up, some routines I'm setting up, and a little summer bucket list before summer ends. and just getting a little bit more organized and planning out events and projects that I want to do before school starts. When I was trying to think about what I really wanted to get done during this reset, I do follow some people on YouTube who I love to watch their resets. What everybody needs to get done and do on for their resets or refreshes or whatever their habits are all going to look different. So I really thought about what a monthly reset would look like for me and how I could make it be the most beneficial for myself so that the month does feel like it's running smoothly and where I can feel ahead. So the list I came up with and what we're going to do in this reset. So I encourage you to really think about what would help you at the beginning of the month. Not just because everybody else is doing it, so I need to too. When people, like for me, a lot of people do cleaning, and I am going to include some cleaning, but it's not my daily cleaning tasks. Doing dishes and laundry, that's something I do every day. That's not going to help my new month. I thought about it and I was like, what would help my new month? And it's actually doing the tasks or the chores that I neglected for the month, which are bathrooms. Now I did do the toilets, but I haven't cleaned like the whole bathroom for a while. Again, we were gone for like 3 weeks, so a little bit of grace here. But bathrooms, dust, and I need to tidy my office. If this office gets tidied, I think that would really help my mindset for the new month. I'm going to set up my planner, set up my monthly spreads, set up my habits list, set up some of my daily pages, and pick out my weekly kits that I'm going to use in my planner. I'm also going to include some self-care. I think it's also good to maybe end the month, start the new month with already doing something for yourself, or at least setting up something that you can do for yourself in that coming month. So I am going to run to the Goodwill because I haven't been in weeks. And I also want to go to Five Below because I think they have like diamond painting sets. I think I saw some people get those, like little ones, and that's kind of what I'm interested in. I have some big ones, but I want to get some small ones that I could just pull out and do if we're like watching a movie or if I'm in bed or something that's just easy and accessible. I'm going to finalize my work plans for new designs, YouTube videos, and my Instagram plan. I'm also going to finalize my end of the year summer bucket list. There's just a few things that I would like to do just to feel like summer didn't get completely away from me before I did a few summery fun things. Make sure I have the events that are happening in August like under control, that I know what's happening, and if there's anything I need to do for them, that I'm set up for success with that. And lastly, are any projects that I want to get done in the month of August that I just have like a game plan for them. So that is kind of what we're going to be doing in this reset. So first thing to do is let's go ahead and set up our planner. I have not been the best at using my monthly spreads, but the last few months I have been using them and I have actually been loving it. So there's June. July, I used it as in the functional way with writing down everything, but I didn't decorate it. I do have my stickers to decorate it, but I just haven't done it yet. But here's what like finished one would look like, which I really love. And then May, I think, yeah, April is kind of when I started doing it. And then I just did these month or script stickers. I do have script stickers, I think, in my shop. The scripts are from my B6 monthly kits, but I actually just use, so the script from that and then the journaling sets. And so we're just gonna go ahead and write down everything. I do just use a pencil because things can change and I don't really want it like set in stone. I don't want this page to be scribbles. I like how this looks, and I do want to keep it somewhat looking pretty. It makes me want to look at that page. So what I do first is I write down everything and then I go in and decorate it just so I have enough space for the actual plans. So mainly what I write down on this planner are just events or big things that have to do with me, that like just that I have to be aware of. Either I'll be driving people or it'll impact our family, or you know what I mean. I don't put every little thing. I did put all of the practices just because that will impact me, whether it's because I drive him or dinner or whatever it is. Also because he's, you know, a minor. I need to know where he is. So it's big events. So that's the other thing, is all the events that I know of are on this list, which include back to school, soccer practices, our anniversary, and the concert that we are gonna go to, just because, you know, I need to know what some weekends look like. I work on the weekends usually, and so I just need to know what that can look like for me. And now I'm just going in and decorating it a little bit, just because obviously that adds the funness of planning. So I'm just going to do this really quick. And I love this kit. I think it's so pretty. So the habits I am going to be working on this month are AM routine, workout, 7K plus steps, supplements, meaning creatine, collagen, and then vitamins like vitamin D, fish oil, I think iron and magnesium, and then 20-minute clean, sunset walk, a 1-hour design time at least, PM reset, personal time, and favor. And the favor just means something that I can do for myself today that I'll be happy I did it tomorrow or later in the week, whatever that means. Just something to get us ahead, right? The whole point of this. On this page, maybe I'll just put in like a little clip of this page and what it looks like. At the top of it, there's a box for August, and I am just gonna write in that box the last little end of summer bucket list ideas that I want to do. And basically what I want to do is bake a few summer treats, do those sunset walks because it's enjoying the heat, the summertime, but in the evening when it's not as like gross outside and getting me outside. And then also I want to go to these meadows near our house that are full of fireflies in the evening. We haven't done that yet. We actually do get some fireflies in our backyard, but I would love to be able to go to the meadow and see them. It's just incredible. It's something that I love since I didn't grow up with fireflies, that I love seeing them. I just think they're the coolest. So I'm going to just write that down real quick. Okay, I wrote that down. The desserts I want to make are some lemon cookies and a strawberry cheesecake dump cake and some s'mores bars, because Those just like scream summer to me, especially the s'mores, obviously, and lemon. I'm like really into lemon right now. I don't know why, but I love it. So that's very summery, right? All right, and then going on to the next page, I want to write down my AM routine and my PM reset that I'm wanting to work on. I put it in my work planner, which I don't normally like cross contaminate personal and work, but I did. I don't know why. I just wrote it down, probably because I just had the page to do it. I wrote down what I thought would be useful and helpful for me. So I'm going to go ahead and just transfer this into this planner. I think on this side that says priorities and has the months on this side, just because I think that could be helpful for me, just so I don't have to, just so it's all in one planner. That's the whole point, right? I'm still trying to figure out the best order of my AM routine, because if I know I'm getting up to go work out, I kind of dawdle a little bit because I don't want to just get up and go work out. But I do prefer to work out in the morning. So I do believe in taking away friction where you see resistance, right? So part of it is designing is hard for me for some reason, and also getting up and working out. So something I bought today was a desk for the treadmill, where I think I could design or do planner stuff. I don't know if I'd be able to write while I'm walking, but at least computer work, which means I could potentially be designing while I'm walking. And I think that could get me down on the treadmill designing and walking, and then moves me into doing my workout. Now, usually I like to do my workout and then walk, but when it's done, it's done. It doesn't matter. So I'm trying to decide the order of it, and maybe I should just put those 4 things as meaning planner time, designing, workout, and walk just at the top, and then in whatever order they end up working out is fine. You know what I mean? So this isn't going to be perfect, right? It's just this month is putting these habits into motion and figuring out what works best, what I'm liking, what is a struggle, and adjusting as needed. I would also like to do laundry and make the bed right when I get up, but I am going to be getting up before my husband gets up, so I won't be able to make the bed, which is fine, but maybe I could do laundry. So I'll put that as my first thing, and then I'll move into work and working out. Okay, I didn't even think I was going to use this page, so figuring out how I could use it is really nice. And I also am a big believer in, if a page doesn't work for you, get rid of it. I will tape pages together if I know I'm not going to use it, or I will rip them out, because, you know, it's whatever works for me. And seeing like blank pages up here and being like, oh, how can I use this? How can I use this? Almost just like stresses me out, and I would rather just ignore it. I should have done this probably as like the first thing I did for this reset, and that's tidy my office. It actually isn't that bad. It has definitely been worse, but I think starting the month off with a clean office would be really helpful. And so we're just going to kind of clear off the desktops and the clutter that is kind of in piles everywhere. right, now that the plan for August is all done and I did get the office tidied up, I'm going to pick this back up tomorrow where we're going to go run some errands for our self-care and also do the cleaning that we neglected over the month of July. All right, morning routine that I'm gonna do is done. I'm kind of like stalling leaving the house and going and doing my like self-care just because I am a homebody. I spend most of my time at home. And when I do go out, it's like with my kids, with my husband, us as a family. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, but as a person that works from home, that's like a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom type of person, it's just like hard for me to get out of the house, especially when I have a mindset a lot of the time of, oh, I should be doing that, oh, I should be doing this, instead of, something fun like what I want to go do right now. But I am going to go do it. Let's go. All right, first up is Five Below, and just as a quick reminder, I'm looking for specifically diamond paintings, but anything that would be fun for me to do like in the evening that's not on my phone, that would just be kind of relaxing and something I'm doing for myself that I want to do and I want to enjoy. I just kind of want to get that all set up so it makes it a lot easier to take that time during the month of August. So let's go see what we can find. Is this a weird angle? Probably, but that is actually a really fun store, and it was really nicely kept, and yeah, I don't know, I kind of love it. That might be a new favorite, but I just wanted to show you real quick what I got. They didn't have a ton. I kind of showed you guys what they had, and they didn't have really tiny ones. I did get this one because I thought it was a fun summer one. It's called Fruit Salad, and the other thing is, like, this isn't like a completely covered one. So you just do like the fruit, which is fine. But I just liked how bright it was and how fun, and the size of it I really liked. And then I had to get this like sardine one. I think this one is covered, at least the table and sardines, maybe not the blue up here, which is fine. But I thought this was really cute, and this is a big one. So we'll just have to deal with it. 21,000 plus stones. Okay, that sounds crazy. Is it? I don't know. This one says over 3,000 crystals, so that's a big difference. And then as I was just wandering around the store, I found a couple things that made me think of Ben, so I just grabbed some. They have these peelers candy, which I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they're kind of like a layer where you peel it off and then you can eat it. You eat both, the peel and the inside of the candy. You can also just put it, the whole thing, in your mouth. But I got him a few of these. We've seen them around and they had a lot of flavors, so I was like, oh, I'll grab these for you so you can try them. I mean, he doesn't know yet, but I got watermelon, chili mango, and passion fruit, and those were like 3 for $5, so I thought that was a good deal. And then lastly, I just got an Alani that we haven't tried, at least I don't think so. Strawberry sunrise. We like to try different flavors, especially Ben. So that is what I got, And now we are off to Goodwill. I don't have anything specific that I'm looking for at the Goodwill. I feel like our house is still kind of a clean slate, and I have a lot of space to decorate. So I'm always just kind of looking for things that I can fill in some shelves that I have, a cabinet that needs to be decorated. I would like to do the above kitchen shelves, like on top. Do people still do that? Like on top of the cabinets? I'm sorry. I kind of found some Pinterest pictures I like. Maybe I'll post some here of like baskets, greenery, white dishes, or like, I just like that look. It looks like really simple and classic and just refreshing. And then you could add in some decorative elements during like the holidays and seasons. So I think that would be fun to do. But right now I'm just going for fun, just something to treat myself with, because I like thrifting. Part of it is I like the hunt of it. I think I like finding like the finds, you know? So we'll see what we can find. And also with the August reset, something I am working on is the entry room / mud room. I think that's really it. That's all I'm really focusing on this month. So let's go see what we can find. I spent a lot of time in there and actually got a ton of stuff, which I was not expecting at all. Like I said earlier, this was a really good thrift trip. When I first went into the store, I felt like the shelves were a little bare, but there were actually a lot of good things to be found. So we're going to start with the biggest item, and it is this picture. I don't know anything about art or anything, but I just really liked how colorful this picture was. The frame is really pretty, and I've kind of been wanting to make one of our rooms kind of girly, so I thought this would be really perfect for that space. Not sure where yet, but it would be good. And actually Ben, when he saw it, really liked it, which is always a plus. Next up is I found some Disney stuff. I am collecting old VHSs, and I found a really good lot. There were some other ones, but I just chose the ones that I really liked. So VHSs are 99 cents at the store, so this was a really good deal. Oh, the picture was only $4.99. Next up is I found this Walt Disney Resort picture frame, and I have mentioned that in our basement we have some cabinets in our entertainment center, and I'm wanting to fill it with like vintage styled Disney stuff, so that's why I'm picking this up when I find it, because it's really rare. I've never found anything like this, so I'm really excited to put our picture in it. I also found this Snow White book, which I love these old Disney books. I remember these from my childhood, and I'm super excited that I found this one and it was in great condition. Next up are just some like basic decor items. I found this neutral styled pottery vase. This is originally from Target and I got this for $1.99, and I just thought this was a really easy neutral piece to add to any shelf or cabinet. And then of course we did find some baskets. I think so this one was 99 cents and this one was $1.99. I really like the weave on this one, and I thought they were both in really good condition. And like I said, I was looking for some baskets to put on top of the cabinets. This one I think would be good. This one probably like good for storage in the bathroom or something like that. I seem to always find holiday decor, and I'm always looking no matter what the season is for anything. I'll pick it up no matter what season or time of the year it is. So the first thing I found was this really cute little white bunny. I just thought this was perfect. The height is really nice. It's kind of like modern-y looking, but I loved the ears on it, so I'm super excited to pick this up. This was $1.99. And then I can't seem to move away from Christmas ever, so the first up is going to be loud. Are some bells, which these are really good quality. At first when I saw them, they kind of look like they're really thin, but they're actually heavy, like actual metal, and the jingle is really pretty. And I wasn't sure about the silver, but I'm thinking worst case is I could do some rub and buff on it or something. But I thought these were really pretty size and shape, so I'm really excited about those. $3.99. I always look in the books for decorative books. I don't have any. I'm kind of starting a collection to use as decor, but I found this really pretty Christmas one and I'm super excited about it because inside is like a vintage Christmas, which I love. Like all the pages are gorgeous. It's a book that actually should be opened, like open to a page that you want to display, not just the cover or the book itself. I believe hardcover books are $1.99. I think that's what they are. When I did my second round around the shop, because that's what you have to do at thrift stores because they're constantly putting stuff out, I saw these stockings. The first thing that I noticed were the colors. They're more of like a vintage red and green or deep red and green, which I really like. And they were $1.99 and they're velvet. And so I was like, yeah, and I want some that you can use as decor because we do have our own stockings. And I really like how I've seen them decorated on a fireplace or on a staircase. When I was editing my cart, because that's what you do too at the end of when you're done shopping, I noticed that they were Pottery Barn. And I was like, yes, okay, yeah, definitely. So definitely put those in the cart. Lastly, we're going to talk about picture frames because I really scored in the picture frame area, which I don't normally do. But first up were just these simple silver framed gallery wall type picture frames. I'm not sure if I'm like a silver girl, we'll see, but these were only 99 cents each. And there were 3 brand new in the box. They're originally from At Home for $10. And then I also thought my daughter loves silver, so they would probably go in her room if I couldn't find somewhere in the house, but there were 3 and I thought they were in great condition, so I grabbed those. And then I just grabbed a simple brass frame and a wood frame. I thought the wood frame was a really pretty wood finish and I really liked the color. These were each 99 cents. And I just thought I need to start hanging up some more pictures in our house. So I thought these would be perfect for that, especially on shelves or in a cabinet. And lastly is the cutest little picture frame. It's Peter Rabbit. This is vintage. This says 1996, which I thought was awesome. And I loved it. And there were no chips. The bird's beak, the bunny's ears, his little toes, like perfect condition. It looks like it was never used, but is the cutest little frame. This was $2.99. Sorry. If I didn't say how much something was, I should have popped it up on the frame. So sorry about that. That is everything I picked up, which that is probably my biggest haul I have done at a thrift store. I love everything I got. The other thing that I realized is this kind of made me really excited to decorate my home, get into the creative mood. So it might be a really good thing to do at the end of every month just to get me prepared for the next month. So I'm really excited we did that. Now we need to clean, which is not so much fun, but something that I think my future self will really be happy that I did. Okay, it is Saturday now, and yesterday we just kind of did like a family day, and so I took some of the evening off. I got a little bit of work done, but I decided that I would finish up the reset today and do the cleaning and finish up a little bit of stuff in my planner that I will show you guys. So we are just going to go and clean. I don't want to clean the bathrooms, but it needs to be done. I know my future self will be very happy I did that. So let's go ahead and go do that. final thing we are going to do is just a little bit more planner setup. I decided to go ahead and do this on camera. So I like to normally do a little cover page in my daily pages. I actually didn't do one for July. I still want to go back and do that, but it just kind of looks like this, where I print out a vellum sheet and then I do a little collage. So we're just gonna do that for August. I did prep a little bit just so that this video isn't like way longer, but I just printed off a piece, or I printed off a paper digital on some washi paper, and then I stuck it on some vellum, just because the vellum I have is not very good. Like, it doesn't print, and yes, it's for an inkjet printer and it should be fine, but I don't know. I don't have time to figure it out. That's just what I have to do. But also, you could just buy some vellum or get some kind of decorative paper from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or like, I've done that too. I only do this because it matches the theme that I have the stickers in. So that's the only reason why I do it, or else I probably would just go to the craft store, buy something. So this is what I'm going to do real quick, and then we'll go ahead and do the little August collage. Okay, that turned out super cute. I'm really happy with that. Next is to help me with my cleaning situation. I follow Clean Mama, and I have done her routine several times. So I'm gonna kind of just use this as like a base and go off of it. She gives you a free calendar every month if you sign up for her email, which again is just Clean Mama, and then I don't know, like, go on her website and you can do it. But she has a lot of freebies and tips for cleaning and all sorts of stuff that I really like. So I think I'm going to put this at the beginning of the daily pages, just so we can keep it all here. And then we also have our little challenge countdown. These are all just kind of in the same spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this into my planner real quick. Great. So this is a really nice little setup to have ready for August. I'm excited to have that done. Again, this is not perfect. It's fine. And the last thing we are going to do, you guys, is we are going to say goodbye to July. It is actually the last day of July today, and so normally I choose a sticker that kind of represents either the month or the season, the feeling, whatever that may be. I try to take it from the monthly journaling kit. So let's see if there's anything here that I would like to use. I mean, this would be good, just this planning one. I feel like I did a lot of work. Well, did I? I was out of town, wasn't I? But I feel like I've had to catch up on a lot of stuff. Flowers are pretty too, but I don't think I want to do flower and a flower. Oh, the dress is cute because we did family pictures. I'm gonna do the dress and then the 2 sunflowers, these little ones, because that was actually her wedding flower. So let's see if we can fit these. If we can only fit one, that's fine. I think that's super cute. I think we are all ready for August, you guys. I think we've planned enough. We've set up routines and habits so that August can be as successful as it can. I'm obviously going to be checking in with you. The next several videos will be incorporating this challenge. So I really encourage you to do this with me, or at least do something. If you feel the same way, or if there is something that you are wanting to work on, let's do it together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.